Hello everyone. My name is Wright Walkies. Introduction of myself. I am a former grad of Better University. I got both my AA and undergrad degree in Better University from Better University. Um, I decided to enroll in the social work program because my passion for change and social justice issue. Originally from Liberia, I grew up both in urban and rural community in Liberia, which exposes me to the significant social and economic inequality in Liberia. That was my first experience. Seeing how the limited access to healthcare, education, and other essential resources. Those experiences that shape how I view social justice and the importance of equitable policy. I currently do live in Minnesota. I'm married. I have three kids, two boys, one girl. I currently do work in a mental health treatment facility where I work with clients for all walks of life struggling with mental health illness. My community would be my church community, uh, my librarian community, and also the client that I serve and my colleagues. What is your interest in this class and social field? My interest in the class is because I want to better understand how policy influence the health and individual, family, and community. As a student of social work, I hope to strengthen my ability to evaluate policy and advocate for change and promote healthcare and equitable community. My professional experience has shown me that many challenges we face are rooted in systemic barrier rather than individual choices. I want to gain knowledge in this program to enable me to with a skill set that I need to address policy, policies and issues as for how barrier that affect marginalized community. What is your working knowledge that covered in the class? My working knowledge is come from both my professional and course work. I have stated I've currently do work with mental health people who have struggled with mental health challenges, who have also struggled with house instability. I've seen how these people are being affected by the system, and I want to deepen my understanding on a policy level to see how well I can use my advocacy um, to help these people, have a better life, have a stable environment, healthy working environment, and also how to help them have a better treatment to overcome whatever challenge that they are going through. I look forward building and learning more about this health and policy development. How does your faith contradict this topic? To be honest, my faith perfectly aligned with many of the principles of social work, and that's the reason why I choose social work. After I've done a lot of research and other career, I've decided that social work is my passion because I'm naturally connect with people. I also like to help people, whatever solve problem and whatever they're going through. I'll, I have the tendency of being my brother's keepers, and I think that one thing the Bible teaches is how to be your brother keepers and how to put individual in your own situation. If that was you, if that was someone who is your brother or sister, how can you advocate for them? How can you help them whenever they are going through certain struggle, certain challenge in their life? Um, I believe my passion for social justice and respect for the dignity and the worth of every person. My faith encouraged me to care for those who are vulnerable and also work towards creating a just and compassionate community. At the same time, I recognize that social work requires me to respect and support clients whose beliefs are different from mine. How will you reconcile that discipline if there's a difference? Well, if there's a struggle between me and the people that I serve, My personal belief and my professional practice rely on self-reflection and cultural humility in the National Code of Social Work Ethics. I believe it's my responsibility to provide ethical and client-centered service while honoring client right to self-determination. I see this class as an opportunity to deepen my social work understanding and my fifth policy and professional ethics to work together to promote social justice and improve community health. I tend to, whenever I have an issue or working with individuals that have different beliefs than mine, I tend to rely on my social work ethical practice. I tend to reflect and allow and to see how my personal biases that does not interfere with my professional responsibility. I tend to also seek consultation from colleagues or supervisor. I also tend to um, approach client from a culture competent or cultural humanity perspective in order to provide better service for them. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening.